Hello and welcome to another BookTube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. I'm on a bed. I feel like a proper YouTuber. If you haven't seen my last few videos, David and I have moved out of our flat and we are moving into a new place. This isn't it. We're at my mum's house at the moment. We're staying with various family members until we're ready. So we should be in there within a few weeks. But in the meantime, I've pre-filmed quite a lot of stuff, but I hadn't pre-filmed my favourites because I didn't have all my favourites yet. So I am filming my favourites at my mum's house. Minnie is just looking out the window here. She loves a good look out the window. She loves a good people watch. And here I've brought my succulents with me and my little white bookshelf. So I've got a few bits on there. Not books though. They are body creams, earrings. Not sure what that is. Oh, that's a rose made out of the books, the pages of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I didn't want to pat that in case it got squashed. Anyway, so here I am on the bed in my mum's spare room, which used to be my bedroom. It didn't look this nice when it was my bedroom. Talking about my favourites from the month. I'll start with this, which is one of my favourites from the month, but it's also got my favourites from the month written in it. This is a planner. That light is much brighter than that's natural light, guys. This is a planner from Kikki K. It is a 2018 planner. And when I went to London recently, why was I in London? I think for Lush Book Club. I popped into Kikki K at St Pancras, and all of their 2018 diaries were 75% off. So this was £3, and it's just got really nice big pages. So although, like, I know it's halfway through the year, it's got really big pages. So I'm able to plan out my videos and write stuff about them rather than do it in my bullet journal, which has gone to shit basically. I haven't even looked at my bullet journal for ages. So yeah, so it's got really good pages and I'm able to just plan ahead, and it's also got really nice things like envelopes at the back and an extra sort of journal for an extra page for writing things in. And yeah, it's just for £3, it's an absolute bargain, and I've been really looking at it and using it a lot, and I can plan ahead and write things down, and then when I get to that video I'm like, oh yeah, I've written things down already, aren't I good? Rather than have to write everything out in the bullet journal. I don't not love my bullet journal, and I will get back to bullet journaling, but at the moment this was just so much easier, and it's just got really fun. Like every month has got different paper edges. So look, there's pizza there, there's cats there, there's socks there, there's strawberries, there's little houses, there's Christmas trees. Whoa, Christmas. So yeah, so for £3 could not say no to that. Now I've got two clothing. I need to open this book up to the page actually so I can see what I'm doing. So I've got two clothing favourites for this month. The first one is colourful stripy t-shirts. I've been loving a colourful stripy t-shirt, and this one is my first colourful stripy t-shirt. It's my favourite with a little rainbow on it. This is from ASOS. I think it was like £8 or something. It's just lovely and it's just really bright and fun. And I wore it on, I think I put it on Instagram, but so many people messaged me and said, oh, where did you get that t-shirt? So I know it was a very popular one. And then this one was even cheaper. I think this was like £6 from New Look. It's inside out because I've only just washed it. Actually, I spilt something down it, so let's see if I managed to get the stain out. Success, she did. This is just this really reminds me of a t-shirt I would have worn when I was younger. It really reminds me of like a rainbow presenter, like a children's TV presenter. So it's got red neck and sleeves. I don't know what that bit's called. What is that bit called? I don't know. And then just these fun stripes on it as well. So that's a bit cropped, so I wear that with higher waisted stuff. So colourful stripy t-shirts have been top, but also, I mean, other things. I've got these stripy trousers on at the moment. Just been enjoying colourful stripies. But a shop that while I was in London, God, that must have been a good day. I got this while I was in London for Lush Book Club, and then also Lush Book Club is set in the place where they hold it is in Soho, which is just it's got Carnaby Street, which is a really cool shopping street. It's got oh my god, what is that place called? Liberty on the end, which is one of the oldest like shopping department stores. That's Minnie meowing. Minnie, come here. Department stores, but one of the shops on Carnaby Street is called Monki, and I've always seen the window of Monki, and I've seen things on ASOS that are made by Monki, and they're always so bright and fun and amazing. And truth be told, I'd never gone in there because I always thought that I wouldn't fit in the clothes in there. I was wrong. They do large and XL. I've got 2 amazing dresses and 3 t-shirts from there. And although there is only they've got stores, I think they've got 2 stores in London, and I think they're doing a store up north, and they sell online. So but amazing stuff. So this is one of my favourite t-shirts. Blank on the front, but on the back it says, go get it, girl, which is fantastic. I'm folding all these up as I go, guys. I'm very well house trained. The next one says, girls to the front. And I really like this green. It's very slithering green. I really like that. And then I've got another one, which I haven't got here, which is bright yellow and says, I am fantastic, amazing, wonderful person. And then the 2 dresses I got, one that I haven't worn yet, which is just this massive, this is an XL, it's like an oversized, look, a bit like a nan's old sofa, that sort of pattern, but it's like a big massive oversized shirt. So even if I don't wear this now, I feel like going into autumn, which she prays because it's getting too hot, this will be nice with a pair of leggings or a pair of like jeans and things, so like that. But then this one is, and this is the thing I've worn the most and absolutely loved, is a tropical maxi dress with parrots on it and big massive, I think these are called banana leaf plants. Oh, it's lovely, and it's a V-neck at the front and a V-neck at the back. Take off the hanger. V-neck at the front and V-neck at the back, and it's got these lovely big sleeves, and it ties at the front as well, and you could, oh, it just fits lovely, and it just feels lovely. It's only £30 as well for a maxi dress. Like, this is a hell of a lot of material, and for £30 that's lovely, and I just know that I will wear that for summers and summers to come. I've already worn it 3 times, and I've only owned it about 3 weeks. We're averaging once a week, guys. I need to put that back on the hanger when I've done it. Minnie, come here, you're gonna make fuss. It's because I'm not taking any notice of her. So yeah, so those are the 2 clothing things. Another favourite is that at the beginning of the month, my cousin Laura and I, for Laura's birthday, which was in April, her mum bought her a pottery making day at a pottery studio in Westgate in Kent, in the southeast of England, which is where I live. And we had such a good day. It was in a woman's garden. If I can find the links to it, I will definitely link it down below, because it was a really, really good day. And if you live in the UK, there was only 4 of us, me and Laura, and then a mother and daughter couple, and they'd actually come down from York. They'd got an Airbnb in Westgate, which is a lovely, lovely town by the sea, and just spent the day before sort of having a look around, and then spent the actual Saturday doing the pottery day with us. And it was just so fun. We got to have a go on a potter's wheel, which is so much harder than it looks, so much harder than it looks. And we also did some freeform making. I made a mug which had lots of different weirdly, so if you put spaghetti or pasta into the kiln, it disintegrates. So I used some alphabeti spaghetti and printed it onto a mug, and then when that goes in the kiln, that will all disintegrate. So she's actually put it in the post now. I haven't got it here to show you, but I definitely will show you. But I made a little dinosaur tray for David to put his keys and his change in. I made a mug for myself that had all letters on. I made some little bunting that says Lauren and the Books out of ceramics, and then with when we used the pot, I just did a pot, which I'm not sure how well that came out. I think she was a bit nervous to leave me on that wheel, to be honest, but yeah, it was a really, really good day, and I would definitely, it was so therapeutic and enjoyable just to sort of sit and just concentrate on something for a day and just do some craft and creative stuff. I always tell myself I'm not very crafty or creative, and when I get down to it, I really, really enjoy it. So that's something I'll be looking into doing again, but really, really loved it, and looking forward to seeing what it all looks like when it comes out. And I will definitely be showing you all, because I'll be showing off about it, I imagine, unless it looks shit. I'll still show you even if it's shit. The next thing, so we'll get into sort of sort of things that I've been watching. I wonder if you can guess what that is. On telly, I've been watching a hell of a lot of Love Island. I don't know if I mentioned Love Island last month. I don't think it had started in May. I think it only started in June. Love Island, for those that don't know, is a series, a reality TV series, where they put a group of single lads and single ladies into a beautiful villa in Mallorca in Spain, and they all have to pair up and couple up, and they vote people off every week, and they have to do challenges and things like that, and it's just the most trashiest, compelling, wonderful wonderful program. It actually goes against everything I believe in terms of like objectification, but also it does address some sort of like some more serious issues. There's an issue on there at the moment, a chap on there, Adam, who's a dickhead. He had been gaslighting one of the girls who he was seeing out there, so basically just telling her lies and like making her misremember things, situations that they'd been in and stuff. And yeah, it's just really like Women's Aid had to release a statement about it. So although like trashy and crap, I also feel like it's quite important to be able to look at the way people act around each other in society today. So yeah, love it. I love Jack and Danny. I was a bit unsure whether Danny actually liked Jack as much as I thought she did, but at the moment they've been split up. The boys have been taken to another villa with a whole new group of girls, and the girls have stayed in the original villa with a whole new group of boys. And at the moment they're separated, and I think that's really shown how much she likes him. But yeah, I really like Laura, who was previously of Wes and Laura. I quite fancy this new guy Alex. I haven't fancied anyone, but this new guy Alex I fancy. So yeah, so that's what's been going on. I've been watching that. I've also, the film that I've watched this month, which although when watching it I really loved it, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it since, and that's Ocean's 8, which is a remake of Ocean's 11 but with a whole female cast, and the cast is fantastic. It's got Rihanna in it, it's got Mindy Kaling in it, it's got Helena Bonham Carter, Sandra Bullock, Kate Blanchett, Anne Hathaway, just a whole host of fantastic women, not giving one shit about men, no love interest or anything, just an amazing heist with some fucking amazing clothes in it as well, and just an absolute jaunt of fun. I really loved it. I really enjoyed it when I was watching it, and when I left I was like, oh, I'd watch that again, but I haven't been able to stop thinking about it since, because I just loved it so much, and I can't wait for it to come out on Blu-ray, because I will definitely be getting that, and I would definitely be watching it again. It was just so much, it gave me like the way in that I quite often rewatch The Devil Wears Prada. When I was watching it I was thinking I could just watch this again and again and again, and I really think I will, and I just loved it. And for me, I think Anne Hathaway, she was just fantastic in it. She was amazing, she absolutely stole the show. But yeah, there's some really good like cameos and things in it as well. I just thought it was fantastic. I really loved it. So yeah, would definitely recommend it. If people are sort of like, oh, should I go and see it? Should I go and see it? Will it be any good? Actually, I went with David and my cousin Laura, and she was, and they were both saying that there's quite a lot of similarities to Ocean's 11 or Ocean's 12. I can't remember. I've seen one of those like many years ago and don't really remember. So I feel like if you're a big fan of those films, it might feel a bit unoriginal to you, but for me it was just fantastic. I really loved it. And then the last two things are, one is a podcast, and that is, oh, actually there's something else, because off the back of this podcast I'm about to mention, I've got another recommendation. So I have been listening to a podcast called The High Low, which is a discussion podcast with Pandora, I feel like her surname is Sykes, Pandora Sykes, and Dolly Alderton, and they talk about sort of high-end things and low-end things. So in one program they can be talking about Love Island, and then like Brexit, and like they'll have like really high-end stuff and low-end stuff, the high low, and they're just so enjoyable to listen to and chatty, and it's like listening to two mates have a conversation, but it's very informative, and they've both got such wide views, and yeah, I just think they're both fantastic, and they often have very good recommendations, as I'm about to mention. So there is at the one, Dolly I think it was, recommended a podcast, but I don't think I can call it a podcast. It's on Audible. On Audible they have like an Audible original section where quite a lot of the stuff in there is free, and one of those things is West Cork. Now I downloaded this ages ago because I just love things set in Ireland. I didn't even know what it was, I just saw it was called West Cork and was like, yep, I'll have that, and I thought it was like a radio play or something like that, but it's not. It's a true crime podcast type thing. So it's about 13 episodes, all about half hour each, about a murder that happened in the 90s in West Cork of a French woman who was staying in our holiday home in West Cork just before Christmas. There'd never been a murder in this particular place before, and there hasn't been one since, so this murder is referred to as the murder, and it's a husband and wife duo that look into this murder and interview local people and look back on TV coverage and radio coverage and things like that at the time, and it's just really compelling and slightly creepy. I was listening to it in the house the other day by myself while I was cooking dinner, and I was like, oh no, I can't listen to this. Mimi! I can't listen to this by myself, so I actually walked down to meet David at the bus stop that day, and when I was listening to it out in the sunshine, it was much more achievable then. But really great. If you liked Serial and if you like things like that, The Making of a Murderer, I think this might really be up your street, and it's free from Audible, which is fantastic, and there's so much of it, and I really am enjoying it. So yeah, I'm about episode 4 or 5 now. I won't probably get a chance to listen to it for the rest of the weekend, but yeah, I like to listen to it in the car when it's daylight and when there's other people around. Those are my, I actually went to pick David up in the train station at midnight last night because he was working late, and I couldn't listen to it, so I listened to a good read on Radio 4. And then the last thing is that as we've been staying at my mum's this week, we've actually had the opportunity to sit outside of an evening. My mum and dad have got a really comfy sort of outside sofa, and we've been sitting out there and having a little read and things like that, which has been really fun. So it's just nice. Although we had a balcony, we didn't really make the most of the balcony. I feel like we had a chair out there during summer, but we hadn't put the chair out this year, and it was a deck chair. The balcony wasn't massive, so 2 of us on the balcony at any one time was a bit cramped. But yeah, it's been really, really nice to be sitting outside of an evening, and it's been really hot weather this week, but the evenings have been much cooler, so that's been quite fun. So those are my favourites for the month of June. Thank you so much for bearing with us while we're moving. It's a process. It's happening, and we're really looking forward to getting in it. So we're off to stay at our second family destination tomorrow, which will be fun. We're having like some mini holidays, staying with family in the meantime until we move in, which is quite nice because we get to spend time with people. So yeah, so those are my favourites for the month of June. I hope you're all having a lovely July so far on day 1, and I will see you all again soon for another book tube video. Goodbye.